Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Zulfikar welcoming you all to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Global leaders meet Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus in sideline meetings at World Food Forum in Italy. Arguments for third consecutive day heard in crimes against humanity case against three, including Sheikh Hasina over July mass uprising. Election Commission will carefully select genuine local observer organizations, says EC Senior Secretary. Foreign reserve stands at $32 billion, repaying $6 billion in loans. US President Trump promises lasting peace in Middle East, signing Gaza ceasefire deal. And Bangladesh facing Afghanistan in third and final ODI in Abu Dhabi. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has expressed his interest in visiting Bangladesh in the coming months, hoping the visit would strengthen ties between the two nations. President Lula made the announcement during a meeting with Bangladesh's Chief Advisor, Professor Muhammad Yunus, on the sidelines of the FAO-organized World Food Forum flagship event in Rome on Monday. During the meeting, the Chief Advisor formally invited President Lula to visit Bangladesh at a mutually convenient time. The two leaders explored opportunities for cooperation in areas such as deep-sea fishing, pharmaceuticals, including the push to make vaccines patent-free and affordable, climate change action ahead of the upcoming COP30 summit and the recent youth-led uprising in Bangladesh in July 2024. Prime Minister of Djibouti Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed met with Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus on the sidelines of the World Food Forum. During the meeting, the two leaders discussed a wide range of issues, including enhancing bilateral trade and investment, replicating Bangladesh's successful microfinance model in Djibouti, regional geopolitics, and the Rohingya crisis. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus met with the mayor of Rome, Roberto Gualtieri, at his office on Monday. Chief Advisor has expressed his deep appreciation to the Mayor of Rome for supporting the Bangladeshi community. The Mayor also presented a commemorative plaque to Professor Muhammad Yunus during the meeting at his office. FAO Director General Dr. Q Dong-yu has assured continued support to Bangladesh in developing its deep-sea fishing industry and enhancing agricultural exports, particularly in fruits, during a bilateral meeting with Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus on the sidelines of the World Food Forum. During their meeting, the Director General praised Professor Yunus's lifelong contributions to agricultural and rural development in Bangladesh.
বিষয়গুলো ছিল সোশ্যাল বিজনেস, সোশ্যাল ইনক্লুশন, এগ্রিকালচার, তারপরে আমাদের যে আপরাইজিংটা হলো সেটা নিয়ে ডিসকাশন হলো। তারপরে হচ্ছে ইউনিভার্সাল হেলথ কেয়ার, মানুষের পিপলকে কীভাবে স্বল্প মূল্যে হেলথ কেয়ার দেওয়া যায় সেগুলো নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে। অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম তারা তাদের এক্সপিরিয়েন্সগুলো শেয়ার করেছেন। প্রেসিডেন্ট লুলাকে ইনভাইটেশন করেছেন আমাদের চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার এবং উনি সাথে সাথে অ্যাকসেপ্ট করেছেন। উনি বলেছেন যে উনি চেষ্টা করবেন যে উনি ফেব্রুয়ারির মধ্যে বাংলাদেশে আসার জন্য। ওরা আসলে বাংলাদেশের যে পভার্টি রিডাকশন বা মাইক্রোফিন্যান্স কিভাবে ইউজ করেছে সেটা ওরা আসলে বাংলাদেশ থেকে জানতে চায়। রোমের যে মেয়র ওনাকে ইনভাইট করেছিলেন, উনি একটা প্লেক ওনাকে দিয়েছেন। এই প্লেকটা হলো মার্কাস অরেলিয়াসের প্লেক, যেটা রোমের যে মেয়র এর আগে এই যে ব্রাজিলিয়ান প্রেসিডেন্ট সহ অনেককেই দিয়েছেন। ডক্টর কিউব সাথে মিটিংয়ে অনেকগুলো বিষয় এসছে। চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার মূলত 3টা বিষয় এই মিটিংয়ে উঠিয়েছেন। একটা হচ্ছে যে আমরা তাদের কাছ থেকে আরও সাপোর্ট চাচ্ছি ডিপসি ফিশিংয়ের জন্য। বাংলাদেশের যে ল্যান্ডের যে আয়তন তার চেয়েও বেশি জায়গা এই আমাদের ওশানে আছে। ফিশের কোয়ান্টিটি কীরকম হবে এবং সেইটা আমরা লাভজনকভাবে আমরা এটাকে ক্যাচ করতে পারবো কিনা সেগুলো নিয়ে আলাপ হয়েছে। এবং এটা যাতে চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার বারবার এই কথাটা এই সম্মেলনে এসে বলছেন যে ডিপসি ফিশিংয়ে আমাদের আসলে আরও সক্ষমতা বাড়াতে হবে, এটাকে ডেভেলপ করতে হবে। এটা ডেভেলপ হলে এটা আমাদের জন্য ইকোনমির জন্য একটা বড় বুস্ট নিয়ে আসবে। তো সেটার জন্য ওনার সাপোর্ট চাওয়া হচ্ছে। উনি বলেছেন যে হ্যাঁ ওনারা সাপোর্ট করবেন।
The International Crimes Tribunal ICT-1 adjourned till tomorrow the hearing of a case against 3 persons, including ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, over their alleged crimes against humanity committed during the July-August mass uprising. The hearing began this morning at the International Crimes Tribunal 1, led by Justice Ghulam Murtuza Mozumdar. Chief Prosecutor Muhammad Tajul Islam presented arguments on behalf of the state. He presented various incidents of killings and torture committed during the July movement. The chief prosecutor placed before the tribunal testimonies from family members of martyrs, injured July fighters, eyewitnesses, journalists, and forensic doctors who provided reports describing the incidents. The hearing proceedings were broadcast live on Btv News and the prosecution's official Facebook page. Meanwhile, in another case over the killing of 6 people in Kushtia during the July uprising, the International Crimes Tribunal set October 23 for the next hearing on framing charges against Hasanul Haq Inu. International Crimes Tribunal 2, headed by Justice Nazrul Islam Chaudhry, passed the order. The same tribunal also directed the publication of newspaper advertisement summoning 4 accused, including Mahbubul Alam Hanif, to appear before the court in connection with the crimes against humanity case over the July movement. The tribunal also ordered submission of the compliance report by October 23. Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed has said that for the upcoming national parliamentary election, the Election Commission will carefully verify and select only genuine local observer organizations. He made this statement while briefing journalists at the Election Commission headquarters in Agargaon today. Regarding the issue of assigning the Shapla symbol to the NCP, the EC Secretary said the Commission's position remains unchanged. If the NCP does not make a final decision about this symbol by October 19, the Election Commission will take the decision itself. He further added that the EC does not find it necessary to include the Shapla symbol. The Secretary also mentioned that the Election Commission is preparing to start voter registration activities in several more countries, bringing the total to 19 countries where the program will be conducted. After repaying $6 billion in loans, Bangladesh's current foreign reserve now stands at $32 billion. Commerce advisor Sheikh Bashiruddin stated that this success was achieved in a short period due to reduction of unnecessary expenditures and implementation of austerity measures. He made these remarks while attending the inauguration ceremony of the National Furniture Fair 2025 as as the chief guest. Among the special guests were Muhammad Hassan Arif, Vice Chairman of the Export Promotion Bureau, and Dr. A.K.M. Akhtaruzzaman, President of the Bangladesh Furniture Export Association, along with other business leaders from the furniture industry. A total of 278 stalls are participating in the fair, which will continue until October 18. During the event, the Commerce Advisor urged furniture manufacturers to maintain international standards in export markets and enhance their innovative and creative skills. He also mentioned that the government has not yet made any policy decision to increase the price of edible oil, though the matter is under review. Now, international news. Israeli forces have killed 5 Palestinians in the Shujaa neighborhood of Gaza City. U.S. President Donald Trump has promised lasting peace in the Middle East after signing a Gaza ceasefire deal with the leaders of Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey. Palestinians released from Israeli detention said they were beaten and humiliated, with one former detainee describing Israel's Offer prison as a slaughterhouse. Israel released nearly 2,000 prisoners and detainees as part of a captives and prisoner exchange. Some 154 prisoners were exiled to Egypt. Hamas has also released all 20 surviving Israeli captives held in Gaza and handed over the bodies of 4 others. Israel's war on Gaza has killed at least 67,869 people and wounded 170,105 since October 2023. A total of 1,139 people were killed in Israel during the October 7, 2023 attacks, and about 200 were taken captive. Back to national news. The bustling wholesale market of Khatunganj, a major hub for essential commodities, is seeing a surge in supply, easing prices across the board. Trucks loaded while daily commodities are flooding the warehouses of wholesale dealers. The market is currently saturated with local onions, which has significantly reduced the dependency on imported stock. The wholesale price for local onions is hovering around 70 taka per kilogram. The supply of ginger and garlic is also ample, with prices remaining within the consumer's purchasing power. Relief is also evident in the pulse market. The wholesale price of several varieties of pulses has dropped by 5 to 10 taka per kilogram, with no reported shortage in supply. Sugar is currently being sold at 95 taka per kilogram. Wholesalers indicate that the price of edible oil is also undergoing a new determination. Spices, including dried chili, turmeric, cumin, and cardamom are also at a tolerable price level. Dried chili is selling wholesale at a minimum of 120 taka per kilogram. Despite the positive trends in the wholesale market, the reduced prices are often not reflected in the retail sector. Experts emphasize on improving the system for information exchange and enhancing market monitoring. Implementing these measures would ensure consumers benefit from the current market rates. Now, sports news. Cricket. Afghanistan captain Hasmatullah Shahidi won the toss and elected to bat first in the third and final ODI against Bangladesh at Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Afghanistan had already won the series, beating Bangladesh by 5 wickets in the first match and by 81 runs in the second match. To avoid the whitewash, Bangladesh made 4 changes, with Naim Sheikh, Hassan Mahmood, Nahid Rana and Shamim Patwari returning to the fold.